a product that I found and I've seen on the internet a few times. A person who I follow on Instagram, and I'll put her Instagram account in the description box below too. It's Popcoat. Amazing, amazing artistry. But she was using these plain nail stickers, and I was like, what is that? I need that. And I did some research, and eventually I found where she shared her secret as to what they are, and then I was able to find them from a US distributor, which I did plenty of internet research, so you guys get to see the benefit of my searching. And it is these TSUMEKIRA, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, plain sticker sheets. So you paint your own design, you cut them out, you stick them to your nails, and it is magnificent because you can work quicker, because you can, I got 2 of them, so I can be working on one sticker sheet while the other one is curing, and I can just keep switching and just keep working with no downtime, which is amazing. So I absolutely love these. Like I said, they are just these plain sticker sheets from this certain website. I'll put that down below that I found. And they're very inexpensive. I think they're about $4 a sheet, and considering how small a nail is, I'm sure those 2 sheets are gonna last me a very long time. And I'm very excited about it. So I hope you guys like these as much as I do. I will have some tips and tricks and things that I've learned from my first experience using them, as well as I'll point out some things that I'll do differently next time just to try out. But I would highly recommend them because they are so versatile. So definitely check that out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
So we are going to begin just by showing you this. It's like I said, it's a TSUMEKIRA plain sticker sheet, and it comes with 1 in each of these little sleeves. So I'm going to open this up for you, and it's going to be partially used because I have used it to do my Cinderella nails. So there's going to be some parts of it that are cut out. So it's shiny on one side, and that is not the side you paint on. So you paint on the side that is not shiny. It's a very matte painting surface, which actually paints very nicely because it isn't slippery, so the paint sticks very well if you're using gel paint or gel polish. And then here's the other one that I have my Cinderella still on that I haven't cut out yet, since one hand is done and one is not. So when I painted them in the mirror image of each other. So you can kind of hold it up when it's still on the sticker sheet to see how it'll fit on the nail. And you can see, placement wise, you can kind of get an idea of how to cut it out and so on and so forth. You can see it's very flexible right now, and it still has a thick plastic backing on it. And so once you cut it out and you take that plastic backing off, it is really nice. There are some QR codes on the back, one for their Instagram account, one for their website, and it does actually list the US distributor on their website. I just didn't know what their website was until recently either. And so you can scan those QR codes to get get their website and everything, and I can put a link to their website in the description box below. So now I'm going to begin with just 1 coat of gel polish over my nail. This is the nail that's going to be getting my little Cinderella on it. Once I have that 1 coat done and cured, I'm going to take and I'm going to paint my Cinderella. So if you want to see the full video on how I did the design on my nails with Cinderella and how I painted her step by step, I will have a link to that video in the description box that I uploaded last weekend. So you'll get to see that. So now we're going to just finish all of the details on our Cinderella. Note though that you don't want to have the sticker necessarily go all the way to the edge of the nail. You might want to leave a little bit of a gap, and I'll have more on that in a second. But then you're going to cut out your sticker. As you see, I'm using a manicure scissors. I would highly recommend using a craft knife to cut out the image as close as possible so that you don't have any gap around it whatsoever. You want it to be very, very snug. So the more sticker sheet you have extra, the more chances that it's not going to lay smooth, if that makes sense. It's just more material to try to press down, and if it's nice and close in on your picture, it's just the better off it'll be. So like I said, there are some learning curves that I'll be sharing with you guys through this. So then after you have it and you've cut it out, hopefully a little bit tighter than I did, you're going to take and using a pointy tweezers, you're going to peel the sticker off of the sticker backing. So there I've got it loosened, so I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to try not to touch that sticker with my skin and place it onto the nail using just my tweezers. And then I am actually going to use that tweezers to push it down. For the second one that I did on my other hand, I used a flat edge silicone tool, and that worked amazingly. So I'm just going to take and press it down. All this gel is cured, so I'm just going to use my finger, and it was gel paint, so it doesn't have much of like a tackiness to it anymore. Some of it was gel polish, but the majority of it was gel paint at the end. So I'm going to cut off these little bits of extra material. One thing I would, though, say is to cut it off so that it doesn't go all the way to the tip of the nail, and fill in and add some details back to it that you need to smooth it out so there's not a weird transition and like it just doesn't end randomly at the tip of your nail, because that'll just make it so it lasts a little bit longer. I ended up, after about 2 days, I went through and I just took a file and I refiled my free edge because it had started to be just a little bit catchy. It wasn't necessarily peeling off the nail. It just had a little bit of like a rough spot I wanted to smooth down. So that's, if you don't leave it that close. That might just help you out a little bit. So really press down this sticker, really seal it down on the nail best you can. Press firmly and just kind of go over it all the way. Remember that you're going from it's a flat surface and it's going into a curved shape. So when you're pressing it down, you just have to be aware that you have to kind of, just work it down and start in the middle and then kind of go out. File the free edge a little bit. That'll smooth that down. If you don't want to repaint any of the details on the edge, definitely file the free edge just to make sure that it is as smooth and flush as possible to start with. Then I'm going to go back through and do my final little details at the end. So I'm just going to be adding some glitter to my Cinderella. If there were some spots that for whatever reason were missing on the image, I would go through and fill them in now if there was anything left to do. And then I'm going to cap this nail with a layer of clear builder gel. One thing to consider is if you're doing this on a natural nail, it isn't going to have as much of a curve or an apex as my sculpted acrylic does. And so that is part of the reason why it didn't lay as flat and why I felt the need to cap it with clear builder gel. If you're doing this over a natural nail, it'll lay a little bit smoother. And so you may not need to cap it, but do make sure you don't get it all the way to the free edge in that case and fill in with gel products at the very tip just to kind of seal that tip in just to make sure. Buff it, top coat it, and it is done. It is so easy and it made the whole process so much more streamlined, you could say, just because I could work quicker. It was just a beautiful experience all the way around working with these, and I'm so excited to do more. I know I've gotten requests for Tiana in this style, and that would be so amazing. I love green, so you guys may be seeing that coming up one of these days. We will see. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye.